Anyway, I'm out in Wallace, Idaho. It's about 8 p.m. here, and I happen to see this coloring contest. And I remember, see, we have Kroger's where I used to live in Redmond, and they had a coloring contest as well, or a drawing contest, and they would use bags for the winner. And I drew a depiction of Mercury transiting the sun because it would happen, I think, last year on November 11, 2020. As it turns out, I didn't get to see it because I had a conference in Taiwan, but that's alright, it will come back soon enough. Those are not very rare. But I saw the contest here and it brought back memories of that. I'm like, how long ago was that? And I was like, oh, that was last year. See, I kept thinking of it as earlier this year when I saw that. And that was actually last year. And it almost feels like this Christmas feels almost like a continuation of last Christmas. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good things that have happened in between. Actually, I'd argue most of what happened between last Christmas and this one is pretty good, except for that 1.5 million people lost their lives, and I don't know how many people around the world had their careers impacted. 3-4 billion maybe. Other than that, it was all good. I got a chance to change some of my lifestyle habits. I think a lot of people, if they really think about it, they could say the same, if they use the time wisely, that is. I know there are some people who use the time to abuse their bodies, but there's always going to be people who do that, right? Whether it be because of a quarantine or whether it be to celebrate success, right? Some people abuse their bodies over that too. But this is one of the best years of my life so far. I can honestly say that. I mean, there's been ups and downs. I've had a few tricky people to deal with because I've moved to 5 different cities. I had a few, I've been staying at Airbnbs. I've had a few hosts that were difficult to deal with, but that's everywhere. My current one is pretty nice. I just wish I need to tell her whether I'm going to be here in January because I don't know if Washington is going to reopen. I hope to be able to tell her soon enough because she's been so nice to me. As long as I don't have to return to the office. Anyway, Merry Christmas. It's just that I can't believe I saw that and thought, I can't tell you how many times something actually happened in 2019, but it seems like early 2020 just because of how dramatic all these events have been. And then sometimes something that happened earlier this year feels like it happened years ago. I was just thinking about that day when I could probably find it on my YouTube videos. I had gone to the boat marina to talk on my YouTube channel about fasting. I was doing an intermittent fasting at the time and talking about how I got to write some backgammon games. And I was also thinking about my twin anniversaries. Every June 11th and 13th, I celebrate 2 big anniversaries in my life. June 11th was my first date with a girl. June 13th was my first date with myself. So I call those my twin anniversaries. And I was thinking about the twin anniversaries of this year, and it seemed like it happened years ago. It's funny how time has been completely distorted. Anyways, have a happy holiday.